everyone, and welcome back to GNN Gaming. I am Retro. I'm waiting on my co-host, who will be joining me in here just a moment. I want to thank all of you for being fans and following, and I hope you are ending the new year as much fun as possible. And if you happen to be stuck at home like us, hanging out, maybe you can enjoy some games with us too. So we're going to take a minute while we wait for some people to come in, because I decided that I would, if you aren't on our Discord, which is GNN_gaming, which is open to everybody who wants to be on there. Sorry, I'm sending the link to a few people right now. If you aren't on the GNN Gaming Discord, you should absolutely come on there. We're connected with several other Discords as well. Our friends over on Brick Broom Gaming, Renefero, who's appeared on stream with us before for our charity stream, and some awesome things that we have. I put out a poll on there asking what of my retro systems should I bring out and play, and overwhelmingly the vote was for my Sega Genesis. So the blue screen you're seeing right now is not the blue screen of death. It is the blue screen of my console is not turned on at the moment. As I wait for WolfAngel, my co-host this evening, to come join me. If you aren't familiar with Geek News Now, GNN Gaming stands for Geek News Now Gaming. Head on over to geeknewsnow.net. Check out all the amazing content, articles, and awesome things happening live over there. Some of the articles written by yours truly. And we are going into 2022, GNN is expanding. We are looking for new content. We are looking for new people, new hosts for podcasts, for gamers and writers, and for people to join all of especially our social media crew. We're expanding rapidly, and we need the help of our social media crew to come and hang out with us. Here is my host this evening, WolfAngel.
Hello, everyone.
All right, WolfAngel, if you could hit the button on the left there. Yes, haha.
It's like, yes, I know what left and right differences are.
So, no, we did not skip a start screen of this. The game literally starts the second you turn it on by literally dropping you into combat with things shooting at you. Welcome to X-Men 2: The Clone Wars on the Sega Genesis.
Who needs a start screen? Who needs to get ready?
Well, the funny thing about this is that, and I'm gonna shut this door here because we have fireworks going off and we've got all kinds of things happening. So the funny thing about this game to me is, number one, it does just drop you in, and it starts you off as randomly one of the mutants. So you can be Wolverine, and actually I can just jump over those. You can be Wolverine, Beast, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and Psylocke. And this was, outside of the comic books, this was like the first social media presence I shouldn't say social media, first media presence intro to Psylocke outside of the comic books. And I died. But that's okay if you die, because it just, let's see, I don't know if it makes me start the level over or if it just shortcuts me. Yeah, it shortcuts me right to this is the select screen. So there we have Psylocke with a sword, which
Nightcrawler.
Yeah, and then we got Nightcrawler, and we have Gambit, and I love Gambit. Cyclops, and then there we have Beast. And Cyclops,
Sorry.
as Becky knocks over my stack of Sega Genesis games.
I'm sorry. And you said my real name.
That's okay. People know you by Becky by now. I mean, people know me as Devin. It's no big deal. It's not like we're incognito and hiding from the government. I mean,
I don't think there's a way
yet.
to do that.
Yet.
I don't think there's a way for me to do that.
What, hide from the government?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have a reason to hide from the government?
No, I was just saying, I don't think I ever could.
Yeah. And for some reason, a reason I do not understand, and maybe it's because I'm not familiar with the particular lore of the story here, but for some reason we have red ninjas. I don't know where they came from or the automated cannons. I don't know. I don't think these are mutants. They're just random red ninjas that we're dealing with.
They go poof when you hit them.
That's right. That yes, they explode. So they're exploding ninjas, as ninjas tend to do. And honestly, I just picked one of the games at random out of the stack, and this was the one that I was like, okay, we'll just put this one in and we'll play it. Ow! What?
No,
I'm not even looking at you, and I feel judgy stares.
I'm not judging you. I was about to say something about my dog taking up all the foot space.
Yes, well, poor Orion. He does not like
He-
fireworks
Yeah,
in the
he
least.
does not like the fireworks, and everybody around here is shooting off fireworks, so
Hey,
he-
G-Beast!
he's attempting to find as much comfort as he can, and yeah.
I'm gonna make this full screen for us. There we go. It's a little better.
Yeah, that makes it a little easier. And how are you doing this New Year's Eve night? With the last few hours to the year. I like how you could have done your little laser eye to the...
But I chose to punch them.
Yeah.
You know, because it's personal. Oh, not too bad. That's good, GVs. Glad to hear it. Man, Cyclops is jacked for no particular reason. Like, super strength, not his thing, not his ability. But Cyclops was all... And I think that was just because that was, like, the 90s expectation of a superhero.
Is that
Was
you had to be, like,
you had to be, you know, there was no skipping leg day kind of thing.
No skipping anything.
No
day.
skipping anything. But yeah, like, I don't know. It always cracked me up that Cyclops was just so incredibly jacked. For a guy whose eyes can punch a hole through a mountain, he is just jacked.
I think you need a thing down there.
It was just a... Now we're actually to the loading screen. Sega.
Okay.
1995, Sega of America.
I was 3.
I was 8.
That's what you can remember when this came out. I wouldn't.
I was 7. And I remember seeing this in Blockbuster back when that was a thing. But I never owned a Sega Genesis, so my friends did.
I remember Blockbuster.
Remember Blockbuster?
What was funny to me was that when the Blockbuster went out of business, Radio Shack took its place, and then Radio Shack went out of business.
And then Spirit
no,
Halloween took
no.
over everybody's corpse.
No.
And
What happened was that after Radio Shack went out of business, they actually tore down the building and rebuilt a new building so that now it's like this little mini medical center. They wanted to make sure that I guess whatever bad juju was in the building for Blockbuster and Radio
make sure
Shack
it's gone!
there.
Be gone with thy wicked self. With the new paint job we repent. Nominate Painte and Fili et Spirit. Sorry.
Spirit Halloween is owned by the same company that owns Spencer.
You know, that's brilliant. So that's why Spencer's is still in business. Has nothing to do with Spencer's. It's that Spirit Halloween makes up all of their profit. It cracks me up because people.
I honestly, I had like the whole aspect because I moved in October. I never got to go to Spirit Halloween this year. I had like that little bit of like an addict's craving of like
withdrawal.
Like I kind of had that little bit of a feeling. Because Halloween is my favorite, so that kind of automatically makes Spirit Halloween my favorite.
Although I don't know that they would have had much in stock with all the like logistics shortages and shipping issues. So with like most Halloween things being made in China, which there isn't really a Halloween in China, that's kind of a European thing, and mostly U.S. and I think it's just like a European thing. So it's got to be like really weird. Like there's some factory worker in China who's just never been to America, and they're like, what are we doing? Like, what are we making? Do we care? But what are we making?
What the heck is Hocus Pocus? And why do we need to have Binks as our boo? I mean, that was one of the things that they had. It's like, Binks is my boo.
Which it's funny now, like Hocus Pocus, that came out mid 90s, like 20 years ago or something like that, close to 30 years ago, I think. But anyway, like mid 90s is when they came out, and like now it's got this whole resurgence of popularity among people. And I'm like, what about there's so many other really great Halloween movies that don't even fall into the gore category, that just fall into like quality film category.
And then you also have Nightmare Before Christmas that came out the year I was born, 1992. And they're coming out with Nightmare Before Christmas 2, so a sequel about their children next year.
You know why? Money.
I was hoping there was gonna be a different answer for that, but
Nope. There's funnier answers, but money.
I mean, I like a lot of Tim Burton's work. And in full honesty, I'm kind of like, you could have just left Nightmare Before Christmas alone. It would have been great. Just leaving it there. Because then like with most TV series, or just movies, once you try to make a sequel, people go, and then, like, even if they love the first one, after the sequel comes out, they don't ever want to watch it again.
Yeah. Well, and so here's like, unless you make the sequel so hilariously bad that it works, what cracked it is there's very few 90s movies where there was a sequel made that was quote-unquote like better, or at least as good as the first one. Did you ever watch the original Ninja Turtles movies?
Not the movies, I watched the TV series.
Oh, I must introduce you to these. The gold mine of 90s nostalgia, alright? So, I loved Ninja Turtles growing up, and as I think most boys did, realistically. But, the first one, it's a little dark, it's a little... Because Ninja Turtles was originally, like, a very dark comic. Like... It wasn't like the overly goofy thing it became. It was a very dark comic book originally, and then it was adapted for children's television and movies. So the first movie was still kind of dark. Like, I remember it being the first movie that I saw as a kid that was like a kid's movie where a main character yelled "damn," and it came from one of the turtles, and I was like yelled it in anger, and I was like. That sucked. They all suck. So the first one was darker, right? And then the second one came along, Secret of the Ooze, and to me that was the best of the three. The third one, Turtles in Time, where they go back in time to feudal Japan, was hilariously bad, and I love it because it's so campy that it's just just a treat. How you doing? How you doing? ADHD. I'm just gonna call you Android. How you doing, Android? I was wondering when you were gonna show up tonight. Old friend of mine.
It's like, hello, old friend of Retro. That can be called an insult, since you are Retro, their old friend. Like that.
No, he's old.
That can be an insult.
So Android and I go back more than 10 years, back to the Magic days. Fun story, and he's probably logged off now that I've started to tell this. So in the old days, when I was first kind of starting with my Magic career, I met a bunch of other magicians in the Indianapolis kind of Magic scene.
Okay, that's not the character.
Wow, I suck. Yeah, no, not at all. I met a bunch of other magicians in the Indianapolis Magic scene, and I met Android. So, and then he and I became really, really good friends, close as brothers, and we started a Magic duo team called the Mad Mid of Magic. And it was a lot of comedy. I would set up the joke. He would be the straight man who delivered the punchline, or sometimes it'd be vice versa. But there was we wore black pinstripe suits with bright red ties, like matching suits. It was very very Penn and Teller inspired, very comedy Magic inspired, of like Harry Anderson and a lot of guys that we grew up watching. But there was an age difference between Matt and I, and we never cared. Nor did anyone else, and we did that for a few years. So he's a very good old friend of mine, and I'm happy you decided to join us, Android. If you're still with me and not mad that I'm telling stories. We did have a crazy idea that we never got to do. I have a lot of crazy ideas, but we had one. It was very appropriately named Ripped Apart. Or Torn to Pieces was what we were originally, I think. Was ripped. This goes back a while. The original idea. See, I can't play and talk at the same time. Turn it off and pick a different game. Shove it in there, if you don't mind. You're closer.
Sure?
Yes, just do it. I'll while I tell a story.
Off.
Yeah, just hit the far left button and then or Torn Apart. That's what it was. It was Torn Apart. Was the illusion, and what it was the Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We had this all planned. We had it approved by the city of Indianapolis. We had all these things in place. All this publicity. We were gonna have roads shut down. This is literally the dead center of Indianapolis, in downtown Monument Circle. I'm not even sure what you picked. I can't even tell from here. Oh, Aladdin! Yay! So anyway, the idea was that we were going to have this box on a table, right? It would be a frame of a box. And we would be handcuffed and chained, both of us inside of it. Panels would be screwed onto the outside of this wooden box. Chains connected to our handcuffs through the box would be connected to F-250s, big trucks. And those trucks would drive away as fast as they could and would rip the box to pieces. Okay? And based upon the math that me and a friend of mine, a doctor friend of mine came up with, we were looking at the math and the physics of it, the amount of force it would have placed on our bodies would be equivalent to us laying down on a quarter stick of dynamite and setting it off. It would have been fatal. And the plan was that we were not only going to escape, the box would get ripped apart, the box would be emptied, and we would be 50 feet away standing on the monument in downtown Indianapolis in full view of a crowd. We had everything built, we had everything planned. What we didn't account on was them turning around and saying no, not because it was too dangerous, not because of anything other than they were getting ready. Indianapolis was hosting the Super Bowl, and they needed the area and the facilities and everything for that.
Tablet is talking about Magic
Magic
PS5.
5 is way ahead. I was talking about Torn Apart back in the old days when we had that idea. Now, you've not seen this before, have you? We watched a speed run of The Lion King earlier, and at first you were like, yeah, let's do The Lion King. And then I showed you a speed run of The Lion King, and you were like, no, let's not do it.
Well, you showed me the speed run, and then you're like, yeah, I never made it past the 3rd level. And then I was like, okay, well then let's not do that one. And you didn't say anything bad about Aladdin, so I was like, okay.
Aladdin's hard, but not like Lion King hard. What cracks me up is there's way more like violent combat in this than there ever was. Like in the movie, he's always avoiding combat. In this, it's like kill all the guards. Is it a pen holder? I'm confused.
Okay, so I'm gonna show it to the camera.
Yeah.
So this is Batman. It's from Six Flags, as you can see with the late logo. And I have a Superman too. They used to, when you'd go for a season pass, that you would get these cups, and this would be on top. So the straw goes through the top and into the cup. And so I have a Batman and I have a Superman. And so I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put these guys. Because I'm not really going to use the cup, because this is probably close to 20 years old, because they don't do these anymore. They don't. So I don't know.
It beats me. I mean,
Because I only have one of the original cups, but I have 2 of these. I got the Batman and Superman, but I only have one cup that could actually have one of them on it and use it.
I don't know. Can't believe everyone's Sega. I want the Jaguar system or the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy makes me vomit. I cannot do the Virtual Boy, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say this. The other day I was asking him, like, so do you remember, like, the original VR system? And he started talking about Virtual Boy. I'm like, no, like the one that doesn't require any electronic power. And he's like, what do you mean?
Like, I'm older than you, and I'm going, what are you talking about?
Because, okay, I didn't have any consoles growing up. The first console I got was an Xbox 360, and I was like 18 at the time. So growing up, when you don't have anything to be able to play off of, you kind of come up with random stuff to keep you entertained. And I wound up finding out, as a child, you take like the bottom of your hands, close your eyes, and put pressure on your eyes, and then all of a sudden it like creates its own little light show, which, you know, when you're a kid and you have nothing else to do, it's really entertaining. So that was like my first original VR system, was me putting pressure on my eyes.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Well, that's like, so it's like the crane game my oldest came up with. She was making you play the other day.
Yeah. But
So you want to describe the crane game?
so the crane game is that you have one person, they're sitting almost Indian style, but instead like your feet are together, and you have like a bunch of toys like in your lap pretty much, and between your feet you put like something, a pencil or a marker or whatever, and that's like the little joystick. And so as they move it, you're moving your hand as if it's the crane, and then they tap your knee to drop the crane down to get a toy.
My children are very easily amused. It doesn't take much. Don't teach them that VR game. I don't need them. Don't take. I could see them pushing hard enough to go blind. So this is a little mini game. I have to. Oh, and I feel it. Pots are falling, and Abu has to avoid them.
Abu. And hi, Atlas. Thanks for
Hey, Atlas.
coming by. But yeah, it's like I didn't have anything else as a kid. Yeah. Well, I should kind of take that back. I think I was like 9 or something and my grandfather had to go clean out his like his shed, and he found a handheld gaming system that came out before Game Boy.
Sure.
I don't remember what it was. I just remember it was gray, and he wound up giving me that. I had that. I had a Game Boy Color and I had a Game Boy Advance, and then the next thing I had was the 360 when I was 18.
Hey, Atlas, thanks for the subscription, buddy.
I feel like we should let Atlas, since it's like one of the possibly last subscriptions of 2021 that we're gonna get, like just let them pick a reward.
Well,
for free.
we still have the rewards turned off from the stream the other night. I forgot to turn them back on. So
Okay, so go through our list and you can pick something.
you can
for
see
us
them.
to
You
do for
won't
free.
redeem them, but yeah, Atlas, you can pick one for free. All subs tonight get a free pick of anything off of the list.
18 and the words 360. That's scary. I'm not trying to scare you, I promise.
Yeah, there's not a huge age discrepancy, but there's a little one. The first gaming system we owned was an original Nintendo that was given to us. I think my grandmother gave it to my dad. Because actually my grandmother was like the cool grandmother that played video games. So, it still does last time. So we had an original Nintendo, and we had a few games for it. And then the next, I got a Game Boy Pocket.
I think he's correcting you.
Okay, he had it. Okay, so we had it. I didn't play the Atari 2600. That was before me.
First
This
system
was Pong.
I mean, like, my first game, whenever I had, like, the Game Boy Color, that was Beauty and the Beast. And, I don't know, I was probably 9 or 10. I have to phrase... No, I was probably 9, now that I think about it, because I think that was the Christmas before my grandfather died, and he died when I was 10. So... Sorry. It's how I correlate things.
There's therapy.
Sorry.
That can help.
I just have those correlations. You're gonna probably be like, really? But
Probably.
I finally got rid of, or not rid of, but I donated the like silk pajama set that my grandparents gave me when I was 9. So I haven't been able to fit in it in a long time. But it was still one of those, like, it was a gift.
It's sentimental.
From the
I get
last
that.
Christmas.
I get that.
But it was still one where it's like, I can't use it.
Right.
And it's still in really, really good condition because I really didn't wear it that much. But it was like a 3-piece where you had like the shirt and then you had the choice of shorts or pants. So it was a 3-piece pajama set.
Hey, if it was comfy, it's comfy.
It's just that I wasn't used to like that really slick, cool material. And just me as a person, ever since I was a kid, I can't deal with cold very well. And since that was kind of a very cooling type pajama set, I just stuck with t-shirts and basketball shorts. Because that was a bit more comfy for
Again,
me.
comfy is comfy. I ain't judging. How 1993 of you.
So do you have to get those jewels in the apples?
No, so the apples are weapons. Are your ranged weapon.
Okay.
Okay. And the jewels you can redeem for additional lives and stuff like that. And then genie heads are extra lives.
Again, I've never even seen these games, so...
So my first introduction to this was at a Pizza King, back when those were a thing. And you could sit at your table. They had controllers, literal, like your Sega Genesis controller was literally attached to the table, and there was a little TV, and you could put quarters in at your table and play whatever was connected to it while you waited for your pizza. Right, so it was like the ultimate quarter suck for parents because it's right there at your. It's not like you had to go somewhere. It's right there at your table while you're waiting. You know.
So that's why you have those things now in restaurants where you can pay $2 to $3 for unlimited games while you're here.
Yeah. It's exactly the same principle. Kids are bored. They're tired of waiting for food. Oh no! Hey, look! Here's a cool distraction. But
there is a point. I think my mom said I was probably like 3. My family went to, I think it was Spaghetti Warehouse actually, and dinner rush. We were a big family for that, and they. Like, everybody else, I'm a kid, I'm 3 years old, I'm not getting a salad. But everyone else is getting salad, and even since I was a kid, I really liked carrots. And so everybody is taking the shredded pieces of carrot out of their salad to give to me. Because, everyone else has food, why don't I have food, 3-year-old. The server sees this and comes back with a bowl full of shredded carrot to give me. So then by the time my bowl of spaghetti actually gets to me, I'm full. I'm full on shredded carrot. It was probably like the cheapest meal my parents ever had to spend on me as a 3-year-old.
yeah, it's a different thing with trying to feed a 3-year-old. That's a whole other. Yeah. I'm grateful that mine isn't like a super picky eater, but she has her moments.
Like, she's not picky unless her older sister says, I don't like something. Even if she's already eaten over half of the plate of whatever it is.
Suddenly she becomes, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you've eaten most of it.
Yeah. And you've already eaten most of it, so clearly you do like it. It's just because your sister is saying, I don't like it, that all of a sudden, because you're trying to copy your older sister.
Well, that's where I play this is all the food you're getting until breakfast.
And then all of a sudden it disappears.
Yeah, then suddenly she eats everything. Or if I'm feeling in a generous enough mood to be like, look, if you eat everything, you'll get a treat. Then everything disappears. Now, I have to be real careful about doing that, because she will abuse that. My 3-year-old is eccentric, but she is intelligent. Kind of proud of how manipulative she can be.
It becomes the issue of that she is your daughter. She has to kind of take some things after you.
It's true. It's true. Me? Manipulative? Never.
I wasn't even saying manipulative. The eccentric part.
I like how I assumed manipulative.
I was just going off of like, because being a magician, you have to be some form of eccentric for that.
Yes, it is. It's a job requirement. If it's not on your resume, we'll kick you out of the club. Ask any magician. It's 100% true.
All I can think of was like the one good part from. Oh crap! Now I can't even remember the name of the movie. You're probably gonna remember it, but the whole "Aren't I turtle enough for the turtle club?" You said you've never seen it, and I told you that
It's
was
Master of Disguise.
Yeah, that
I know the cultural reference. I also know it's a terrible film.
Yeah, like that's literally the funniest part of the movie. The funniest and best part of the movie is whenever he's dressed up as like a turtle and he's going, "Aren't I turtle enough for the turtle club?" That's literally the best and funniest part of the entire movie.
Yeah, when the entirety funniness of a movie is contingent upon one line. Yeah, you kind of failed with your
Yeah.
writing.
It's the same thing with Kangaroo Jack, because those two movies came back, like, they were released around the same time. And the funniest parts of both of those movies was during, like, the little trailer / credits that they give you, like, for the advertisement for you to go see the movie. Those were the two best parts.
I hate when there are some movies I go see and it's like I see the trailer and I feel like I've just seen the best part of this film. Like that looking at it.
Yeah.
Azim.
Is that, like, the best thing for you to do? Is just be right there?
I don't know. It's working.
Here you go. I think there's, like, two things that's going for Orion right now. I just gotta say that. Is that one, we're here, so he's gonna calm down a little bit, and also that sedative is kicking in.
That's like saying, the kids are being really good tonight. You'd never know I gave them NyQuil.
I'm sorry, but...
He's having a really good night tonight. I only gave him one sedative.
I mean, I did only give him one. This is like Aladdin and Donkey Kong. That's all I can think of.
Pretty much. And I'm gonna die. Yep.
I was like, okay, I
How
don't know.
far back? It didn't set me too far back. Okay, just set me back to... Oh, it did. I don't even have to fight Nazim. Cool.
Woo. Come here, magical rope.
Sweet. It starts me right back before the boss.
I don't think your apples are hitting him.
I don't think I can hit him though. That's the problem.
I thought you were hitting him.
I can't. Well, I can't hit him with the sword.
Lift a glass of Welch's sparkling white grape juice to the new year. I remember that was kind of a thing with my family, that we'd get the Welch's sparkling juice for the special holidays, and New Year's was one of them.
That was always us.
Well, because, you get some things that, when they're supposed to be the non-alcoholic version, that, like, it doesn't taste right. You get some that are like that. But then the Welch's sparkling actually tastes good.
Yeah. And I'm one of the people, I prefer the white over the purple, over the red, I guess. I guess red is the technical color.
Yeah. I would agree, I like the white over the red. Even though when you look at the grapes, it's a green grape.
The juice is white. White wine is still made with green grapes. Always some purple grapes too.
I know. I might not know everything, but I at least know that little bit. Okay, I'm a little confused as to, like, aside from trying to get the jumps right there with the apples, is that, like, the only thing you can do here?
Pretty much. Ah! I think... Is that... Do I wish to continue? No or yes? Yes. These Sega games are like... suckingly hard. Yeah, see, now it starts me all the way back at the beginning of that level.
That's because you lost all your lives.
I lost all my lives, yeah.
So,
Do you want to give it a shot?
no.
No? Well, I brought 2 other Sega games with me. Do you want to swap one out?
No, I want to see if you can finally get past this guy.
I have beat this game before. It has just been a very long time since I've done it. glass of absinthe and salute you. So somebody in... Well, we know you're not alone on New Year's Eve. You're enjoying the Green Fairy.
Yes, you finally made me watch that.
Moulin Rouge is a great film. It's a cinematic masterpiece, but it's silly, and then it has its moments where it takes itself really seriously. But if it took itself like super serious the entire film, it wouldn't be enjoyable for the context of what it is. What? I can't tell what he's doing.
My dog being drugged with tranquilizer. And then he's trying to sneeze, but he doesn't have the energy to sneeze it, so he's just like... instead of like a full-blown sneeze.
Poor Orion. Can't even herniate his chest to sneeze.
I can't help it.
There's two things I think that are helping him, but the only important one is that I gave him a sedative. It's okay.
Well, it was just to where like he was freaking out so much to the fireworks.
Yeah, I mean he was pretty spooked. I'm really not criticizing. I'm criticizing your phrasing of that, not what you did.
I'm just happy I had it though. 'Cause I wasn't sure if I had any of the sedatives. Give him.
Sedative. You've seen Young Frankenstein, right?
Yes, but it's been a long time.
Oh, I know what we're watching till midnight. Because I'm not doing this. I will break my Genesis before this is over. That's one of those movies for me that I have to like be really quiet during the whole film because all I want to do is like spout off film facts. And like I know that drives most people absolutely mad.
I don't get upset if people are giving me some film facts now. If it's like a movie I've never seen before, and there's something that, because my dad will do this with movies that he likes a lot, namely John Wayne movies. He quotes like the lines, but he does it before the lines in the movie, and it's during the movie. So it's kind of like,
Get this weird echo.
pretty much. Yeah, it's as if like my dad forgot that there's like a 5-second pause before a specific line actually gets said, and yeah. But so my dad will do that if it's a movie I haven't seen and someone's like rattling off all sorts of like film facts on it, then I'm gonna kind of like, okay, that would be very interesting. However, I'm trying to
I have
watch
no context.
Yeah, like I've got no context. I'm trying to watch it for the first time. Please shut up. Like that's kind of how that happens with me.
Now Dad's just quoting.
All sorts of. The only thing I could think of with the putting on the Ritz is because I will watch on YouTube where there's some videos that people have done like compilations from The Voice around the world, and then I'm kind of, and there was one guy that did putting on the Ritz, and that was a very cool, actually I think it was a kid that did it. Yeah, it was a kid, but it didn't sound like a kid. And that was kind of the whole point, was like, of that video, I think that was that like the kids that don't sound like kids.
Android, this may be the end of our friendship. I have to say, I have never gotten around to actually watching Blade Runner.
I've never seen it either. But then again, Android Discord's not my friend, so I don't have to worry about upsetting a friend there. But I mean, there's also plenty of other movies that you're like, you've seen this, right? I'm like, no. I'm like, how could you? Okay, that's actually a better spot.
It's better, yeah.
Alright, roll back, let me stab you. Roll away. Okay, now come back, stab you. Come back. Come back to my sword. Let me poke you pretty much. That flute. Just stay on the rope. And let go.
I like how this is normal. We haven't been introduced to the genie at this point, but this is normal. No! Back up there. Come on.
You just wanted to get hit by that barrel, huh?
Hush. Ha!
Woo!
Had to find the right rhythm. Yay! Additional life. Ah!
Jafar says you lose. He's so cute when
So
he's
it automatically jumps us forward to Sultan's dungeon, except instead of being let out by the cool old man, we have to climb our way out, past guards.
He's so cute when he's... Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't look like a demon dog. Close your eyes. That's not too bad. He looks like he's sleeping. My dog has this uncanny ability, like, even if I'm, like, super quiet, or if I'm just continuing what I was doing, like, you know, trying to not make it obvious that I'm about to take his picture, that he has this uncanny ability of knowing that I'm about to take his picture, and especially if he's sleeping, and I'm like, okay, I want to take a cute sleeping picture, and he will open his eyes and just stare at me like, what are you doing?
So, fun fact, he just quoted like the ending monologue of Blade Runner. I know pop culture, and also on screen, if you look just above me, there is Sebastian in chains from The Little Mermaid. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts wasn't the first time that they started doing weird crossovers.
They just made it a little more obvious.
Well, yes, being able to play as other Disney characters kind of makes it more obvious, yes.
Now, also one thing that I always, like, I try to not get annoyed, but it is one where it's like, how? How are you guys screwing it up so much? Is when I take my dog, Orion, to the vet, and there's so many people that be like, Orion? It's like, no!
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I had one place that called him Onion.
That's just somebody really, like, bad handwriting is what that was. Because if you wrote the R like an N, it would look like onion. Well, with the way his fur comes off, it comes off in layers like an onion. That's about all I got. Oh, hi, Steph.
It's a deal.
We're gonna buy. No, I don't. I need more gems. I do not have enough gems.
So sad. Go away, bat. And death.
We're not even to the halfway point of the game. Like I said, these games were designed to be corner suckers. Like, that was their purpose.
main quarter sucker for like an arcade that was for me was The Simpsons.
I loved like the old arcade box. So I say old arcade box. Old for me arcade box. Like Ninja Turtle game and X-Men game. Those were a lot of fun. And I know there's ways to emulate them, and it's time consuming to get it right, but it's on my list of things to get around to, is emulating those old arcade cabinets and doing them on stream, because that would be fun.
And then I would also do like the first-person shooter arcade ones.
Like Jurassic Park or Turok.
No. I think one was like Aliens of something, and then the other one was literally just called Sharpshooter.
Dirk the Dork. Dragon's Lair with Dirk the Dairy. What time is it?
It is almost 9 o'clock.
Almost 9 o'clock. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been live for about an hour now. I want to thank everybody who's come on to the stream. Now, since Atlas never did redeem one of the channel reward points, tell you what, feeling generous tonight, to whoever wants to redeem a channel reward point for free tonight, can. Just click on the channel rewards down at the bottom and see what is available, and if we can do it, we will. Yeah, I'm not going to survive this one. Next hit. Yep. Just for fun, why don't you put in the other X-Men game?
Okay.
If you don't mind. You are closer.
I am closer. I just
Yeah, just hit the power button and then change out the cart.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yay, it still works. Tell you what, Android, I will raid you. I'll send you a raid here. If you're still live when I'm done, I'll send you a raid. So guys, hang around. Android, what are you going to be playing, Android, if you're still on? Yeah, difficulty level amateur. So there's Gambit, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, and Cyclops. You only had 4 options in this one. So you start off in the Danger Room, which was the training room for the X-Men, inside in the basement of Xavier's mansion originally. What are you streaming there? What are you gonna be playing? Are you still doing? Last I knew you were doing Cyberpunk. Controls on this are janky, but yeah, if you fall down below, because it's supposed to be a training exercise right now, Jean Grey will pick you up and carry you back up to the thing. But the weird thing is with Wolverine, oh, he might be doing the complex. All right, well, whatever you're doing, I'll if you guys want to hang around when I finish my stream, we're gonna if he's still live or has gone live, then we're gonna send a raid over to Android.
I was gonna be like, does Android want to hear you sing?
I'm pretty sure Android has heard me sing at some point. In the years we've known it, I'm sure that's come up at some point. I would be very surprised if it hadn't. I don't know what I would sing. I was listening to New Orleans jazz, New Orleans blues earlier.
Yeah. That sent me into falling asleep.
Yeah, I put you to sleep.
He's
Yes,
like,
you want to hear me sing, or yes, you have heard me sing. I'm confused by the statement.
Yes. Like, just yes.
I'll probably do one of the Broadway ones that was what we were watching yesterday. Hugh Laurie? Yep, I was listening to Hugh Laurie. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. That's like done by Elvis. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Oh yeah. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell no lies and hurt you. Oh.
But see, the thing was, like, he was listening to the New Orleans jazz, and then that just, like, made me fall asleep. I'm supposed to be helping him, like, get some stuff done. And I just, like, passed out, and the next thing I know, you have sound, like...
I didn't change.
It was disturbed.
I did not change it. I had it on a YouTube playlist to begin with, and it eventually just worked its way around to other stuff. I ran out and took some stuff to Goodwill to donate, and I come back, and it's on the Greatest Showman soundtrack, and then it switches over to Disturbed and and Johnny Cash doing 9 Inch Nails, Hurt.
Like, all I knew was New Orleans jazz made me fall asleep, and then I'm waking up to Disturbed. Like, that was about all I knew.
I still have like the Broadway stuff that I was listening to. From what I made you watch yesterday. That made you watch seems about the appropriate term for it.
You just like immediately fell back down.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never tell no lies and hurt you. Do the spoken word version by like it's William Shatner. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Oh no. Never gonna say goodbye. Never going to. Yeah. Yeah.
She's just like, screw it.
Because I used my that caused me to lose the last bit of health. But see, now he's unusable. He's knocked out as a playable. Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler.
I actually liked how they depicted him in the live action.
I was okay with it.
Like, I just liked like the design of him.
I like that they gave it a story, that it wasn't just random, because in the comics Kurt was a very devout Catholic, and so to work in the markings as being holy symbols for his penance is very, I think, a very interesting avenue to go. I think it was a really bold way to go. Aesthetically, I think it worked.
You're probably not gonna see movies do that nowadays.
No. And even then, they didn't depict him like he was a Catholic priest and opened it up to a Catholic church for mutants, kind of a thing. Like he was very devout. But I do like that. I like that they got his teleportation right, which is
He has to see.
he has to not only be able to see where he's going, but that there's the puff of smoke and the sulfur explosion, like when he teleports. And oh, that was just blind luck. There was in the comics, it was eventually determined that Kurt didn't so much like teleport and rematerialize as he moved from one plane of existence into a basically almost like a demon plane, and then moved through that demon plane to his other location, then reappeared. But he did it instantly. And so that's what the burn and this like the burning sulfur smell and the smoke was from him literally teleporting through dimensions. Need health. Heal me. Oh, that's right. I do have other abilities. Yeah, I can call in and I can change to be the other X-Men. I forgot I could do that. So like I can be.
Hi, medic.
Hey, medic.
I couldn't really see who it was on there, but then I could see him.
Yeah, it's just the color scheme of the. I also forgot I can control Jean when she does that. Yeah, it is a Natalie Wood reference. Ah! You know what? We're just gonna see if I can. Come on!
Happy New Year to you too.
Yes, Happy New Year indeed.
She's like, can I stop saving your butt?
No. Well, you are getting there, my friend. I would say you're only as old as you feel, but
I'm
yeah.
going to be old next year. Shush, medic.
Really, medic? Pretty sure I'm older than you.
He's 36 hours older than me.
Yes, I'm older than you. So you can call in help from other.
Yeah. No lying, medic. No lying.
On stream.
Atlas, you haven't claimed your reward.
Don't look.
Yeah, I'm not looking.
I forgot that was like super flashy flash. Atlas, you were allowed to claim a reward for our channel. Are they even visible? I haven't even looked. Are they visible? Because I know we...
They should be. Just
Nope, because they're not. Because we disabled them. That's why nobody's been able to claim one. They are invisible. We turned them off because we did the D&D stream the other day, and then we just didn't turn them back on. So, what are some of them? You can make me wear a silly hat. Make us wear a silly hat. You can make us sing.
Talk as a Disney character.
Talk as a Disney character.
Random film fact.
Yeah, random film fact would be another one that you could do.
With you being a dad, you could probably do a dad joke. Okay, Atlas says that he likes film facts.
Chug a grog.
We are not on Sea of Thieves. We cannot chug rugs. Just like we're not playing Pokemon, we can't name that Pokemon. Oh, that was another one that could make you choose your own character that you're playing.
Yeah, you could make me choose a character I'm playing. Right now, I don't have very many available though, just because I suck at this. You can crank and get off my lawn.
So, random fun fact.
Random film fact. Well, we brought up Young Frankenstein. I know we've mentioned some Young Frankenstein stuff before, but all of the set pieces, all of the set pieces inside of the lab in Young Frankenstein are from the original Frankenstein movie set with Boris Karloff. Yeah, that's a random movie fact for you.
Yeah. I don't fully remember what this mutant. What exactly is his?
Gambit. So Gambit's ability is psychokinetic. So he can basically charge anything he's touching with psychokinetic energy and make it explode on his command. Because he was the Raging Cajun gambler, he throws playing cards as his choice. So he charges the playing card and throws it, and it explodes on hit. But he could technically just walk up to a person and charge them with enough kinetic energy to make them explode.
I was just like, all I could see right now is you're a guy.
I
With
love
a pole.
Gambit. Gambit is on my list of characters to cosplay because I can throw playing cards pretty scary fast and fairly accurately, and yeah, I've kind of got the right build for him.
Gambit was always his favorite. And then
Yeah,
medic,
he's-
like Gandalf.
yeah, he was French Cajun, so he was Creole, I guess. New Orleans Creole. Okay, so I don't count that because that was terrible. That was
And
a
that's not at a convention either, so it doesn't count.
yeah. I loved. Yeah, they had such a great Rogue and Gambit had such a great relationship dynamic. And he was like the one person who just really, and it's because he's chaotic neutral. Like he wasn't. He kind of helped the X-Men when he felt like it, really. And later on in the comics, he went to be lead like a group of underground mutants. So he wasn't like. Is that what it was? Just not opening. But he was the one that like really encouraged Rogue to be. That's not clear at all. Be herself. Kid Omega was pretty good. I was a big Wolverine fan as a kid. I feel like Hugh Jackman really developed the character well, better than I think anybody could have.
One of my favorite cartoony drawings that I have saved on my phone is you have Wolverine there, and he has like all these arrows sticking out of him, and then I can't whenever I'm talking about something I can't ever remember names and things, but from Big Hero 6,
Baymax.
but you have Baymax is like, you require medical assistance, and Wolverine's like, just give it a minute, bub. That's
Well, the set pieces were from the 31 Frankenstein, which I think a lot of them were reused for the other movies. But the majority of the set pieces came off of the same Monster of Frankenstein creation set used in the 31 with Boris Karloff. I knew he would be the one.
you knew Android was gonna be like, but which Frankenstein, sir?
Yes. You're a cinephile, your brain is a smat. Yes. Yes. Citrate comes in a little glass vial. A little glass vial? Little glass vial. Little glass vial goes in. Sorry. That's from Repo the Genetic Opera. If there's anybody under 18 on stream, don't watch it. It is a grown-up movie, in the sense of it's messed up. But it's oh so good.
One thing I didn't like with a lot of the older games, which I'm seeing in this one, is like you can phase through the bottom of a platform, but you can't phase through the top.
Oh, yeah. They did change that in like some later games.
Yeah.
See? Oh, Medic got it. Or Android got it. Can't see. Medic got it. Yay! Medic got it.
Like, you two don't need to be paying attention to me. Just gonna walk back here.
It's another kind of. See, and there they go. I started it. And when the gun goes off, it sparks and you're ready for surgery. It was this in the movie. It's this drug. It's a street drug used. Basically, it's a culture of where the science exists to give everybody new hearts, livers, organs instantly, and you can finance them. However, if you fail to make your payments, literally a repo man will come along and repossess your organs. And the drug used for these surgeries, the street version of it, is called Zydrate, and it's highly addictive. So yeah, it's and so the premise of it is, and actually society is like crumbling, and it's all built around you know, how many modifications can you make to yourself, and
I mean, people get that with plastic surgery nowadays.
it's like if you ask the question, well, when does it stop? This movie pretty much answers it doesn't, and then shows you the extremes of that.
I don't understand, why are you not using your lasers on that person?
I forget because it
You're
like this.
letting them hit you.
You have like a magic gauge
5
in
or
this, which
6
is.
times. I was really confused. I'm like, why?
Oh yeah. Oh, Terrence Dudenich. Sorry, it took me a second. Yep, I died. Alright. I'm gonna head off here, guys. It's been fun. But it is New Year's Eve.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna head off. Is that alright with you? Are you good?
Sure.
Alright.
I suppose.
Okay. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for being on our channel and watching us tonight. And we'll see you next year right here on GNN Gaming.
And
So
we hope that everyone has a good and safe New Year's.
yes, yes, please. Be safe tonight. It is. You're gonna go get kisses.
I was about to be very mean to you, Medic, and be like, from a person or from the chocolate bar?
You know, I'm not gonna judge. No, love you guys, and thank you for hopping on and hanging out with us tonight. Both if you're lucky. Android, are you gonna stream? Are you streaming? I'm confused. What are you on here and streaming, or did you just decide to hang out with me? What are you doing? No, not even live. Come on, man.
Have fun. Like,
It's gonna raid your channel, dude. Raid your stream.
you can't raid if you're not
Can't
live.
raid, yes. All right, guys. Well, then I'm gonna sign off then. Love you guys. Thank you all for being on the channel. From everybody here at Geek News Now, from us on this channel, thank you. And going into next year, we are looking for new streamers to join our channel. And you can do your own and do ours. It's cool, but we have a, you know, you get access to our audience, and we need the help. So you guys have a wonderful evening.
Or if you want to just stay our followers and subscribers and viewers, feel free to do that too. It's all up to you.
Looks like another one of our friends, White Lotus Tiger, is live. So why don't we?
Ooh, my brother.
Why don't we raid? We'll do that. We're gonna send a raid over. So for anybody who wants to go check out a good friend of ours, let's see here. It should be that.
You don't put a space.
That's right. I'm at like this weird reach.
So I'm gonna hang with you because you suck. So what he said.
No, that didn't do it.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
No, hang on. Going through OBS. What's the raid? OBS raid command. It's been a while since I've used it because I'm always streaming like the same time. Oh, that's why I've got the slash in the wrong spot. Raid.
Yeah, it's slash raid.
Yep, slash raid. Space white.
Okay, well you put in
Lotus,
O.
Tiger. Rado. No. I will get it right. No. Hang on. Raid. Oh.
There we go. Maybe. What'd you do?
Slash raid.
Once more. Unrecognized command.
They are live. I am looking at them.
Okay, I'm just being entertained by this, honestly.
Shut up.
You should do the raid from Twitch itself. From the dashboard. Yeah, like, the thing is, he doesn't really have Twitch up unless he opens a window.
Yeah. Problem exists between user and keyboard. Between PC and keyboard. Do I even have his handle right? White Lotus Tiger. Do it. There. Apparently I had to put in the correct stuff. So thank you very much. Good night, guys.
Good
We'll see you
night.
later. Rating now.